Hello, 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 Tauruses. How are you guys doing today? Hey, I'm trying something new. I'm going to try this angle here. Tell me if you like it. Please make a comment if you like it. This way you can see more of the cards. I like to show the cards, but just please comment if you like this new angle. I will try to keep it. Just not sure how I'm going to do it because I don't have a remote for this little computer. Anyway, let's get started. This is the 14th through the 20th. There is a couple things happening in this week. I'm trying to get straightened away. I'm really I don't know what's going on with the planets right now. Not coming into a full moon till the 16th, but my head is sort of foggy. Don't know what it is. The week is got Valentine's Day in it. We've got a full moon on the 16th. Well, you'll hear it say 16th, 17th because it's coming in on around 11:59 from the Farmer's Almanac. I can't talk today. So it might be the 16th, 17th, depending on where you are. And then we have a bunch of different energies from the full moon with the planets and everything. I'm not going to go into that, but I will do a full moon reading. So if you're not subscribed, hit the subscription button. You'll know when I'm on. The other thing, too, is that if you are subscribed, then you get free readings and also free coaching. So for 2022, I'm giving free readings, free coaching. If you don't know what kind of coaching I do, please go to divinewarriorintuitive.com, and it will tell you from nutrition and fitness all the way up to relationships, dating, life balance, struggles, challenges, whatever you're going through. All right, so that's where that is. So I'm pulling two cards here. One is divines, one is the universe, one is the planets, pretty much the full moon and all that kind of stuff. And then we're going to go to a Celtic cross today. I'm doing a different one today, guys. So we have from divine, whatever you have been struggling with, whatever your question, why you're coming to tarot, this is divine's answer for you. It is the number 6 in reverse. So number 3, something that you need to acknowledge, birds of a feather. So maybe somebody's being really a hermit these days, because birds of a feather mean the people that you hang out with. What is the opposite of that? Is that you're hanging out too much alone. We're not meant to be alone too much. We need to interact with human beings. That's where this socialization problem is coming from with the pandemic. People are forgetting how to be polite and having manners to each other and understanding each other might be going through something. So we're mean, we're rude, it's all about me, that kind of a thing. And that comes from being a hermit, living in your own little bubble, and forgetting about really what the world is about. It's supposed to be about helping and loving and all that kind of a thing. So what is it for you, or whoever this is for? Definitely somebody's staying alone way too much. It's time to get out and spread your wings. Now, whether you want to get out and spread your wings to just get out and walk the parks by yourself, or do something alone, go to the movies, whatever. And you're like, are you kidding me? Go to the movies by myself? I knew as a very young person that I could do a lot of things. I traveled to Japan by myself. I windsurfed by myself. I taught learned all kinds of things by myself because I can love myself first. I love myself first, and I'm going to do things that I love and want to do things that I love. So don't be shy to get out there. For somebody is shy, and it's like, I would rather just be an introvert and be alone. It's not healthy. It's just not healthy. Because we're not meant to be alone. On this earth, we're not meant to be alone. We actually crave, one of the biggest things that humans crave is love. That's the number one thing out of all human behavior, no matter what country you come from, no matter where you are on this world, you crave love. You want love, you want to be loved, and you want to give love, okay? Even if you say you don't, deep down, that little core, that boy or girl definitely just wants love. That's what Valentine's Day is about also too. So what the planets are saying with this full moon in Leo that's coming in, and with all the different things that are going on, and I'm not going on to the astrology part. If you want the astrology, you're going to have to subscribe and go to the full moon or the new moon readings and see that. But I do talk about it in your reading. The eyes of beauty, positive expectations and clarity. With this full moon in Leo, this is going to be a spiritual cleansing moon. This is to look at deep down spiritually what you want, getting a clear thought of what you really want, what your heart desires, what you want to do, because that is the also, the number 7. These are the number 7s. Both of them are number 7s. I'm not surprised, because every time I do a reading, the astrology and the divine, those energies are pretty much the same, because energy is energy. All right. So this is something that you're wanting clarity on, something in your life, and having positive expectations or no expectations can bring a positive expectation. All right. Well, what do you mean by that, Patty? Well, if you have no expectation going into something, you won't be disappointed. So this will bring out a positive clarity. It will say, yes, this is something I want to do. This is a person that I want to meet more. Or this is a person who I want to enjoy with more. That kind of a thing. And it'll bring out a clarity. And if it's like, no, they're not the right one for me, or this is not right for me, then you have that clarity. It's a positive way of looking at things. So I had a situation happen yesterday at my work, and I was sharing it with my daughter because I was just chatting with her, and she goes, well, that's really horrible. That's really bad. I'm like, actually, no, it's actually in the reverse. I said, I'm very thankful for it. And I see it as possibly people being jealous. And so she was seeing it from her perspective in a negative way. So I'm seeing it in a positive way. So you have to sort of look at things and more of a spiritual way too. I'm more deeply spiritual than she is, because of my age and because of what I have grown up with. All right. So let's see what the, okay. Let me put these off to the side because my table isn't that big. Okay, let me look at the numerology and stuff on here. Okay, so what we have going is definitely what I just talked about, this balance and fight about being negative. This is easy to do when you're alone. You're easy, well, this is just the way it is. It is what it is. It is what I'm, blah, blah, blah. Nobody likes me, nobody this. No, you create that. You create it because you put out that energy. I'm not going to go into empath energies and how you can expand your auras and all that kind of stuff. That was for if you want a coaching thing. But somebody is definitely very negative currently, or thinking more of the negative with the 5 of Cups, and you're doing it out of pain. Okay, the challenge is to release the pain. Okay, to not think of that. Again, this is a lot like Capricorns, because Capricorns was running from something. Again, something in your past you have been running from, or you don't want to share it, or it stays hidden. Unfortunately, divine sees all, so it's not really hidden. It's hidden to you, and you're hiding it from other people. But there is definitely this challenge of releasing the pain, okay? And that's where this clarity comes, spiritual clarity comes from right now with this full moon coming up in Leo, okay? The thing is, for your future, listen to your intuition, okay? We have the Queen of Hearts, or Queen of Cups. I'm thinking of the regular deck, sorry. The Queen of Cups is all about listening to her intuition first. So whenever you try this next week, whether there's going to be some really big supernatural nudges during this time, this 14th through the 20th, maybe even longer, but through February, because of what's going on with the planets and everything. But also too, divine is saying, I'm trying to wake you up. I'm trying to let you see that what you're doing right now is not healthy. It's not working. I want to bring in this love. I want to bring in this person. I want to bring in this balance. I want to bring in all of this stuff. Because the number 7, you've got in both cards, and it's all about improvement of yourself and who you are. Okay. somebody is more worried about, somebody's more worried about the money. I don't know what that is. We'll get some clarity. There's clarity on to why, because we have the Knight of Pentacles and we also have the Eight of Pentacles. The Eight of Pentacles is about getting your ducks in a row and everything, but that's also your hope and fear card, which you could be fearing. You're hoping for it, but you're fearing it. And the reason is, if you're hoping for money, if you want money, you need to stop focusing in on the money. You have to be focusing in on your passions and your purpose and your calling. And if you're being obedient with high integrity, high morals, high values, if you put everything in order like the Eight of Pentacles, then things will begin to flow. You're not going to be giving anything that you are mismanaging. If you're mismanaging a relationship, that's going to fall apart. If you're mismanaging money, abundance won't come to you. If you're mismanaging your attitude, more negative rather than positive, this is a yin and yang, a shadow effect, that kind of a thing. If you're mismanaging things, divine saying, why do I give you more if you can't handle what I've given you now? I don't know who that's for, but this is where your intuition is. And if you need coaching on that, that's why I say everything is free for subscribers. Subscribe and you can have some free coaching. But this definitely is something that you are manifesting. Okay, this is something that you are manifesting yourself. So I hate to say this, I don't know who this is for, but it's like you are creating your own drama, your own, by your free will and your decisions. So how do we fix that? How do we grow that? Because here's your future card, and this is a beautiful reading because you release all that burden, you release all that pain, you release all this hate, jealousy, whatever you've got in your heart, it's going to release. But you have to work and get your ducks in a row. Okay, you have to work and get your ducks in a row. You have to release some of those fears. And it's going to take some time and patience to do that. And for some of you, you might be just so sick and tired of being sick and tired, and that we're just like, okay, I'm ready to do it. And boom, it's done. There's a lot of times when divine comes right in, when you are ready to go with the flow and get clarity and really want to know what the problem is or how you can fix it, he will give it in an instant. Been there, done that. And it's like a freeing of chains falling off. Oh man, it was such a release. What a release. All right. So let's get some clarity here on maybe some fears that you're having here. This pain, this fear of what it is that you're trying to run from something, trying to stay in the negative. It's almost like I feel like there's a, I don't know who this is for, but it's like a victim's mentality. Well, it keeps happening to me over and over. That's because your mindset is off somewhere. And that's how coaching can help you get back onto a different way of thinking, because it's that thing that they used to say about insanity. If you do the same thing over and over and expect different results, then it's insanity. I think that's how that goes. So if expect the same results or expect different results, anyway, you guys know it, but it's you've got to do things differently in order to create that. All right, Nine of Pentacles again. This is about getting your ducks in a row. Now this could be also too, because you're dealing with money. Somebody might have a fear of money, or focusing in too much on money. This is where when we focus too much on money, we won't have it. Okay, well, I need it for my bills, I need it for this, but the focus needs to be, are you doing what you need to be doing? Do diligently, because I think you're by yourself too much. And so how can you get help, or how can you understand more about money if you don't expand yourself out? There's so many resources out there for people that are struggling. I've been there. I've been from homeless to a business owner in 1 year. So there are resources that help you in almost every flipping avenue. Again, that's another coaching thing if you need help with that. It doesn't matter where you are, but there is help. Now, I'm talking about the United States. I don't know about other countries, how they do their things, but here in the United States, there's help like you wouldn't imagine. And you just have to tap in and know where those resources are. So getting your ducks in a row, but this is also spiritual clarity, spiritual cleansing. This is about thinking positive, moving forward. This is about the number 7, growing and improving. Definitely getting your ducks in a row. The 3 of Wands, definitely about your future. Again, releasing those burdens, releasing that heaviness, releasing the struggles and the pain and everything of that nature. Okay, so it is possible. This is beautiful. But this is a time to really pay attention to what divine is trying to tell you. Your intuition. So if you're getting that supernatural nudge, if you're getting that little voice or that little, don't do that. Yeah, go ahead. Oh, it's not going to be that bad. Oh, nobody will know. Then you need to really be paying attention to that positive, the higher vibration, the higher frequency. This is the higher self. This is where divine lays in your spirit. Okay. If you got to listen to that. All right. All right. So, get out. Try to meet some new people or co-workers. Just try, even if it's just for a little bit of time, get around some people. Definitely need to do that. Yeah. And this has to do with the lovers. So Valentine's, this is just a coincidence, I guess, if you want to call it, but the divine doesn't make anything in coincidence. It's the destiny that follows it through. But this is lovers, definitely has something to do with lovers. So whatever it is that you need to talk about to clear up the air, we need to do that this week. Great time to do it with this full moon, because then you'll really see who's in your corner and who isn't in your corner. And if they aren't for you, they are against you. And so you want the people that are for you, going to support you, love you, and all that kind of a thing, so that you can turn this little guy around and look at all the things that are full, positive, joy-filled, everything in your life, and it releases that pain. Why we stay in pain is because we stay in the past. Okay, even when we lose somebody we love, when we grieve, for years and years on end, we're staying in that past. We're not seeing the beauty that person brought our life. We're not celebrating more life. You're mourning it and bringing it down. We need to bring a positive light to it, because they're still around. We're energy. We do go into another realm. And how do I know that? I've spoke to people in the other realm. And so the thing is that we have to know that what we're doing here is a mindset. You're either a spiritual mindset or you are a worldly mindset. I want to grow you to a spiritual mindset, because that is where joy is. That is where calm is, where peace. And the next time you have a struggle, it's like this and not like this. All right. Because your burden is then released. Your hard times are over. Those big roller coasters are over. So this is beautiful, but this is also for somebody's relationship. Okay, so if you are in a relationship, birds of a feather flock together. In reverse, it means that you're not working together. You're not working. Somebody is not working with their partner. They're like giving up on their partner. They don't know what to do. This is definitely something that you have to get their other perspective, not yours, and work through that. So there is just a lot here, but there is going to have to be patience, and you are manifesting. So it's like you reap what you sow. All right. So when you reap what you sow, you have to understand that with this energy, I'm thinking of auras. I'm seeing auras. So if you're really closed in and negative, your auras are really close to your body. But if you are very much full of love and balanced, your chakras are in balance, your auras expand. And you like walking into a room, it's like, wow, they walk in and it's always bright and it's always cheery. And it's just spreads through the room. Whereas somebody comes in angry, they're just angry, then that even spreads. However, that anger is tension that just vibrates at a lower frequency. It's very low vibrational, low frequency, and is more destructive than productive. All right. So I hope this reading was helpful. I know that there's good things in here, but Definitely the burdens, you can release them by listening to your spiritual side first. Not going to your head first. That's worldly. Going to your head first. Getting yourself out of this cocoon that somebody has built. Just getting out, doing the things that you love. Getting some fresh air into your lungs, some exercise. This is a really good time because it's going to matter for your relationship, because it definitely has lovers, and your future. So if there's anything that I can do to help, please let me know. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. And we are going to have a full moon reading. So if you subscribe, you'll know when that's coming on. I'm probably going to post a thumbnail, but I'm not quite sure. So I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful Valentine's Day and week. And I wish you lots of love. And don't forget to walk in your absolute truth, yourself, your authentic you. And we will see you on your next reading. Take care.